Hey guys, I'm back with fish. This is like the best fish my mom makes. Trout. But to be honest, I turn this camera on every time I feel weird or tired or like stuck. And lately, that's how I've been. I feel like every morning I wake up and like there's nothing for me to look forward to in my day. And it's like, I have a lot of things like I like to do. I've done like, I built this shelf. I only brought it upstairs to show you guys. I built the shelf in my shop class. I think it's pretty cool, but there's nothing that's actually challenging me and motivating me to get up every day because I don't like anything that I'm doing particularly other than work. And work I'm like fine with. I'm like, yeah, like I'll go to work today. But I'm not like head over heels like excited because nobody wants to be there where I work. Nobody actually wants to be there. So it's not like top place in the world. I don't know. I always turn on the camera when I feel lonely and like stuck and weird and like I need a boost. Every time I need a boost, I just turn a camera on because I get to see myself and I get to talk to myself and to you guys. You guys as in myself, because there's nobody here. But I know people watch this and like, honestly, I would too. I would watch myself too. If I was feeling down and I was having a weird day, I would watch myself talk because it's comforting to see other people actually talk about what they're thinking and what they're going through and what's up, because we all want to feel like we're a part of something. We all want to feel like we're connected because we are. You like my ball over there? I got it from the dollar store. But don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody I got it from the dollar store because that breaks the whole fun of it. You could see I tied it up over there because it already broke. Because you have to pull down on it to turn it on and off. And I pulled a little, I yanked a little too hard. But anyways, no, straight up, I don't even know what to do about that. Like, I gotta go to sleep right now, but I don't really want to because I know if I go to sleep, then tomorrow's gonna come faster, and I don't want tomorrow to come particularly. Like, if this was like the middle of neutral, this is like, yeah, I'm so excited tomorrow. I hate my life, I want to kill myself. I'm in the middle. And I'm a little more on the side. But I don't want to kill myself in any way, shape, or form. I'm just like this. That's how I am. And I just got Snapchat memories from like 2 and 3 years ago. And 2 years ago, I was in a really bad relationship. And I got a video of... her shaking her like bare ass in my Snap memories, and I saw that and I was like, oh my god, that was 2 years ago. And then 3 years ago was me when I dyed my hair fully pink when I was 13. And I saw both of those like back to back, because you know, it shows like 2 years ago and you're tapping, and then this is 3 years ago today, and they were all in the same day, and then a few other things in this week. And I was like, oh my god, like I fully, like, I don't know how to explain it other than the energy of this time. I fully felt both of those, like, give me a second to phrase this. The way I feel now is very similar to the way that I felt at this period of the year 2 years ago and 3 years ago. And seeing those things, I was like, it was very like fast, but I don't know. Maybe it's something in the stars, maybe it's something up there. I don't know, but it's the same feeling. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if I'm crazy. Maybe I just made that all up to make myself feel better, but it makes me feel better, so I don't care. I picked up a comic book today for the first time in like ever. Because honestly, I used to think the comic books were like for dumb people because that's how they were painted out in my elementary school. Because my elementary school was very like we're studying, we're academic, and I was one of those. And I was academic, but I didn't study. I was just good at the things that, like, I was just good at school normally, naturally, whatever you want to say. I didn't really study ever, but like the people who did study like studied, and it was like a very like everybody gets A's type of school. So everybody wanted to seem as smart as possible, so nobody read comic books. And also it's not that common in general, but nobody read comic books either way. And I saw one today that grabbed my attention, and I opened it and I'm immersed. It's like watching a movie in a book. Fuck, I get all those nerds. Like, I fucking get it. Especially if you grew up on that shit. I totally get it. I totally get it. So yeah, I asked my nerd friend. I have a nerd friend who's into comics, and I texted her. I was like, "Oh, I picked up a comic book today. Like, you got anything good?" And she's like, "Yeah. So you can check this out." And then there's also like the prequel to this, and like this is my favorite character, and I think you should read her storyline. But there's also him, and I like DC, and I'm like, oh my god, you're a nerd. Oh my god. I love nerds though. Like, nerds are fucking awesome. What else have I been doing? Yo, I had a ultimate. Every time I say frisbee, everybody's like, it's ultimate. It's called ultimate. It's frisbee. I'm sorry. Ultimate sounds like, oh, we're a sport. Frisbee. Frisbee. You throw a disc. That's it. I had a frisbee game, and I drove all this way. It was like a 20-30 minute drive. We got like a public bus rented out because apparently it's cheaper than renting out a school bus, and my entire team drove in a fucking public bus like 30 minutes out, and we arrived, and frisbees usually played outside where like there's like the wind that can affect your throws and shit like that, and it makes the game a little more like not just interesting but like technical and harder. We could come to this really big Catholic school, and we're like, okay, like where's the back field? We go, we pull up a huge dome, like it's like those indoor soccer domes where people play indoor soccer, and I'm like, are we supposed to play in there? We walk in, yeah, we play in there. Like, we fucking have to play in this dome. No window, nothing, but there are like strings where like you could slide out like a net if you want to divide the field into like if there's different people doing separate things, those strings have nets to divide that. So like if you kick a soccer ball into it, it's not gonna go across the entire dome. It's just gonna go into the net, and then you could keep your group on your field. And the thing is, those strings were there, so if you threw a disc and hit the string, the disc trajectory would obviously fucking like and that happened multiple times, and I didn't think it would happen, but it fucking happened. And it was so stuffy in there was no AC, and I'm like, I'm sorry, if you build a fucking dome with like 2 soccer fields inside with fake grass, mind you. I remember I was sitting in between our games, like not in between our games, like in between points, and I sit down and like I was sitting with these girls. I'm like, God created grass. What the fuck is this? And they all started laughing, but I was so serious because why do we make fake grass? Just go outside. Just go fucking outside. Literally, what the fuck? Anyways, I thought it was fucking ridiculous, and it was so stuffy in there. It didn't have AC. They didn't have any vents in there, and it was like a plus, like fucking like, I'd say like 25, 26 degrees outside. Like, oh my god. I'm Canadian, 25 degrees Celsius. I don't know who's watching from where. But, oh my god. Like, and I remember I ran into this girl in the washroom who went to the school, and she was like, yeah, they've been building it since like 1995 or something, or like in the 1990s. I'm like, so it's like a thing they're proud of. What the fuck? It's a big balloon. It's a big white balloon. I jumped on it like a trampoline on the side. I'm like, yo, could I like jump on it? I jumped on it. I could poke it with a pin and the whole thing would pop. Maybe not the whole thing, but if I took a big pin and I went, the whole thing would pop. That's my point. I think domes are fucking stupid. I think they're stuffy. Well, this is my experience with one dome. Maybe other domes are better, but stupid, stuffy, fake grass. And like one of my teammates, she slid. Something's vibrating. Oh, whatever. That made me lose my train of thought. Oh, one of my teammates was sliding and she falls on the grass and rolls. It's black, like it looks like charcoal on her leg. And I'm like, what is that? She's like, I don't know, like paint, like fake dirt. I'm like, it looks like charcoal. I didn't say that, but now that I'm thinking about it, that's what I thought. Anyways, bad vibes, fake grass, fake air, fucking strings with nets. Anyways, it's a horrible place to play frisbee. And if you ever end up in a dome, don't go in, like, leave, because it was miserable. Especially the first game we played was against this team. Like, I literally was, like, trying to, like, I was talking to this girl that I was defending, and I was like, yo, like, what's up? And she literally, like, kept walking in a circle because she didn't know what was going on, and she was trying to get open when her team was on defense. I'm like, yo, you're on defense. You're supposed to be defending us. Like, oh my god, she was so stupid. And, like, the entire team was so fucking stupid. And we had white pennies and like jerseys, and the fucking other team had like I think dark blue or something jerseys, except one girl had a white one. And I remember we were on offense and I pass it because I see just a white t-shirt, and she catches it and I'm like, wait, you're not on my fucking team. And then they made her wear like a blue penny over her shirt. But oh my god, that was fucking stupid. And the team was bad and I didn't like it and I wanted to leave. But the second team we played was fucking awesome. It's like a private Christian like school, and they get a lot of funding. I was inside of the school. You walk in, it's a huge spiral staircase going up. It's fucking crazy. And we played their junior team, like their grade 9 and 10 team. And our team is everyone. Like we have grade 9, 10s, 11s, 12s, mostly like the starting, or like 11, 12s. Some grade 10s, 11, 12s mainly. But this junior team, like we're fucking awesome. And that school always has really, really good frisbee teams. Because to have a junior and a senior team, you have to commit yourself. Like, the school has to be committed to those teams, and the coach is just really fucking good. Anyways, the point I wanted to make is that it was so fun to play with them. Like, I come up, like, I'm defending these girls, and honestly, my trick is like, I talk them up. Like, I'm like, hey, like, what's your name? Like, oh, you're so fast. Like, I can't catch up to you. Oh my god. Like, and like, honestly, I'm genuine about that because, like, I'm dying out there. Like, even though, like, I ran a half marathon in my last video, I'm still dying. I don't know what, because, like, whatever, but I'm still dying. And I was like, yeah, like, whatever. And then they were, like, talking back to me, and I was like, yeah, like, we were having a conversation. And then in the middle of a conversation, I just go, like, and I zoop, and I get open, and I catch a frisbee, and we scored points. We scored a few points. We did some really good plays. And I got MVP. I got MVP twice this year, and it was both of the times when I talked to the girls that I was playing with, like, fully, and I defended different ones on each point. I don't know how, I'm not gonna explain how frisbee works because nobody fucking cares, but seriously, like, I talk to them, and, like, I'm friendly with them, and then they all like me. Easy. It's literally so easy. And, like, I never ever got MVP last year because, frankly, I didn't care about frisbee that much, and I wasn't that engaged with it when I played it because I was more depressed. But and that's with life in general. Literally, if you just act friendly, like, hey, what's your name? What's up? Like, everyone's gonna like you. Literally, who's gonna have any reasons not to like you? And, like, people are gonna notice you. Like, even people around you, like, if you're talking to someone and you're, like, friendly to someone, like, and there's, like, 10 people in a room, the other 9 are gonna be watching. Like, they're gonna see that. And they're gonna be like, oh, maybe I should talk. Maybe I should. And, like, yeah, no duh. No fucking duh. But that's just what I was thinking about. Because I was really bad with manners and people growing up because my parents were Russian Jews. Are. They exist still. They are Russian Jews. And they work in computers, and they're very like, I hate people. So in my life, I never like was even exposed to the idea that people are important. You should build connections. You should be like nice to everybody. Like, those things were never taught to me ever. And, like, as I was getting older, I just had to figure it out. And I remember like I was going to my ex-girlfriend's house, like, when I was still dating her last year, and freaking, what was I gonna say? I was going to her house, and I remember I wouldn't say, like, hi to her mom, like, when I'd walk in, because honestly I was kind of scared of her mom. and like, but I didn't realize how rude that was. Like, I wasn't doing it to be mean. I was like a little scared of her mom, but other than that, like, there was no reason for me not to say hi or anything. Even that's not a reason not to say hi to someone, because you never know who someone is until you actually talk to them. And I literally wouldn't say hi, and I would come over and we would just go upstairs to her room, and then she's like, yeah, my mom thinks you're like in the nicest way a bitch. And I was like, oh, why? She's like, well, you don't say hi. And I was like, no, none of my friends, nobody who comes over to my house ever says hi to my parents. My parents don't give a fuck, like, at all. Like, they're not involved in any way, shape, or form. And I just thought that was normal, but it's not. Like, it's seriously not normal. Like, honestly, right now I'm thinking about whether the fact that I said I had a girlfriend is gonna do anything, because I'm posting this publicly. And like, personally, like, I don't care, but I know there are people who care, and that's one thing I'm like rethinking. I'm like, do I cut this out? But like, that's not gonna be me if I cut this out and I don't speak freely. Like, I want to speak freely, but there's like all these outside things that like affect me that I cannot say, or I mean, not cannot say, cannot control. And fuck it, I'll post it. It's not a big deal. But seriously, like, I don't know. I hate that that's how it is. Like, I have to think about that shit. Because if I said I have a boyfriend, nobody's gonna give a fuck. Girlfriend? Oh my god! Anyways, this fish is fucking good. Seriously. Bomb. I was gonna say boss and bomb. I said wow, bomb. Guys, you know what I have in here? I have water in here. That's kind of gross, but it's a weird drinking water out of a milk bottle. But honestly, I feel better than I did when I started making this video. Like, I'm happy. I gotta go to sleep. It's probably past 11 p.m. and I barely slept yesterday. I hit the gym today too and I'm tired. I did legs. I hate legs. But I leg pressed 290 pounds. For me, that's a shitload. That's a fucking shitload. I remember one rep when, like a month or something ago, like, I could only do one rep of like 310, I think. Today, I rep 3 sets of 290. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Honestly, the only reason I do legs is to train my butt, so my butt gets bigger. Because if I did not have to train if I did not have my butt in the routine, I would not be doing it. Like, I literally wouldn't do legs. I'm like, literally, what's the point of doing this? Because I just do legs to grow my butt. Even non-butt exercises, I'm like, okay, you're gonna get to the butt exercises. That's all I think about. That's it. I've been talking for 20 fucking minutes already. That's it. Like, I'll see you guys in the next one. This channel is fucking awesome. I love all of you guys. Except the creeps. But I love all of you guys.